Hey y'all, what's up? This is Jesse Both, aka J-Bone, and I'm here to give you a wind guide for the Pro Tournament here in the Easter Links Tourney. I said I was going to put one out a little bit later than I wanted to, but I had some things come up at the house, and so this is when I could do it. This is when I'm doing it. So before we get started, just let me make sure to have y'all make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you can be updated and notified when I do drop more videos. Plan to play a qualification round, pro and rookie, and have those videos up in the next day. So also want to make sure you visit us on Facebook at the 19th hole. This is a new community page that I've got going with some help from my friend RJ from It's RJ TV. So come and hang out with us. If you like watching our videos, you'll definitely love this new group. It's geared for the rookie players, but it's also there, and it gives the pro players and the masters players a place to come and help out, give back to the community, and help the rookie beginning players improve their game. So make sure to come out and hang out with us. Just search the 19th hole on Facebook in the search bar, and it's going to pop right up. So come out, show some support for me, show some support for RJ. Come out, hang out with us. So let's go ahead, get started. We got hole number 1, par 4. Definitely one hole that, some people are really going to eagle. They're going to use the power hook slice. I'm just going to play, a shot pretty much simple right in here to hop it over. But first and foremost, we're going to be looking at winds from the second tee, this direction right here. And we're looking at 6.0 miles per hour, somewhere right in that that strength range. Our second shot, let's see here, let me pull this up so I can see it better. One of the balls was landed here, and that was looking at about that type of wind, and that was 5.5. And the other ball was right here where the circle is, and its wind was blowing like that at 6.3. So all tailwinds, all kind of westwardly blowing tailwinds, and all decent amount of wind. So that's what you're looking at for hole number 1. So we're going to move on to hole number 2. This is a par 3. Use your sniper, you can use your guardian, kind of your choice. But we are going to be looking at a wind like this, and it's going to be anywhere from the range of 7 to 7.5, and then depending on the kind of ball you use, that may change a little bit, but that's kind of an idea of what you're looking at. You definitely want to use a ball that offers some wind resistance to cut down on that number and make the shot a little bit easier. So that will be hole number 2. So we are moving on to hole number 3. And this is one of the old holes that's kind of been revamped a little bit. The trees right here in the middle, a little bit of change. There's now a gap through those trees, so you can try to split that gap if you want. Off the tee box, we're looking at winds blowing in that direction, anywhere from a 6 to a 7.2. Depending on the ball you may use. You might be able to get that down even a little bit lower. You're definitely wanting a distance driver for this, because you're wanting to land your tee shot in here with some curl, bring it over here into this zone right here. Okay. From over here, you're looking at another tailwind, kind of slightly angled off from over here. Messing up here. From over here, you're looking at another tailwind slightly angled off to the east, and it's looking at about 6.0 miles per hour. We had 6 to 7.2 here, and winds blowing that way for your drive. So that's what we're looking at for this hole. Not too bad, pretty manageable winds for this hole even as well. All right, so here you go. This is the first par 3, the new par 3, and we're looking at winds that look like this for this hole. 6.9. So So that's going to be your initial winds right there, and that's with the navigator. So from that you can change to a ball with more wind resistance to get that number down even more. Now you have two options. You can either try to jump it from here or jump it off the circle patch right here. The one on the right hand side is going to give you a much better chance at getting the ace, in my opinion. But you got to be really careful and be really precise on your rings and how you adjust your ball with the wind. So if you're going to use a wind resistance ball that might get that wind down a lot lower, that right side is definitely probably the way to go. But if you're going to be working with a stronger wind and you're really just trying to get the birdie on this hole, the middle way might be the way to go. So just keep that in mind and see what y'all want to do. So we're moving on to our next hole. And this hole right here might give some people some issues. We're looking at, let's see, we got another one of these tailwinds that a little bit off to the right slanted, 7.4 miles per hour. Okay. If you can land, let's see, what did I have here? Up here in this zone right here, you're looking at the wind in that direction, and it was 8.5 miles per hour. Okay, I think that's what I had on my sheet. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. You're definitely going to want to use, you know, if you got the Apocalypse or a large extra mile on this shot, and you're definitely going to want to make sure you stay on a fairway, either this one right here, or if you really don't think you can make it, you can try this one, or you definitely can make this hop over here and try for this one right here. But you do not want to go into the rough right here for sure. Okay, if you get into the rough right there, you will not be making that green. So moving on to the next hole. Another one of the old holes revamped, and we're looking at 6.0 wind with this direction, and that was with the navigator, and it was a 5.3 with the katana. So that's how the wind's going to look on this hole. Definitely maybe using wind resistance ball with some spin on this hole. Our shots were, my shot was right here off my drive, and it was 7.5, and the wind was blowing that way. Keep in mind, these wind directions you are seeing me draw are the wind directions that you see as you face the hole. Okay, so it's just a slight westwardly tailwind when you're making your shot on the hole from this location right here. All right. Next hole, this is hole number 7, and this is a tough par 3. You're going to see 5.9 mile per hour winds, and it's going to be a tailwind, but blowing that way. Okay, 5.9, and this is going to cause some issues. I would definitely suggest using a good wind resistance ball to knock down that wind some. You're going to be trying to aim it either in this area right here, okay, and you're going to have to use some top spin on this with the driver, or you can try to land it over here with like maybe a quarterback, and that ball will hit and roll that way to the hole. And you just want to make sure that you do have enough power off that skip right here so that your ball does get into this top tier of the green, because anything down here in this lower tier, the ball rolls down here to the edge of the fringe. So keep that in mind on this hole. All right, hole number 8. We're going to have the wind blowing in this direction, and it's going to be anywhere from 6 6.7 to 7.2. The 6.7 was with the Navigator, and the 7.2 was with the Titan ball. Okay. I landed my shot. Well, we had two people land their shots. One was up here, and one was right there. Both of them were looking at winds blowing this way in the 5.5 mile per hour range, so somewhere in there. Okay. And the final hole, hole number 9, we're looking at winds blowing like that and 6.7 miles per hour. Second shot from there, we're looking at this wind and 7.0 miles per hour. And that's what we're looking at for that shot right there. So 6.7 tailwind, and then left to right side wind for the second shot. So that's it for the Pro Wind tutorial. Please make sure to join me on YouTube and subscribe, and join us on Facebook at Golf Clash the 19th hole. Thanks, man.